What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and this is the start of a new reading vlog. Hello my darlings, so it is now 8:30 on the 15th of May and I need to get my next shelf for my 1 week 1 shelf, and I'm going to randomize it between 1 and 7, 7 being my digital TBR, because oh dear god, I have a lot of things I still need to read that aren't actually on my shelves. So I'm going to get my device to pick a number and then pray to the TBR gods that they're in my favor today. So oh heaven help me. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 7.
Here's a number between 1 and 7. It's 7.
Hey! That's my digital! Oh my god! Oh my god! It actually works in my favor! Holy mother of fuck! Ah! Oh, I think I just scared the bejesus out of me, mother. I got so excited. Excellent. So I have plenty of options. I probably will try and finish Rogue Protocol. I started that when I needed a break from the Count of Monte Cristo. So I'll do that, and then I could do I Who Have Never Known Men, Lights Out, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, One Dark Window, or Blood on Her Tongue. What I might do is I will finish Rogue Protocol and then randomize my next read. Yeah! Excellent! Marvelous! Oh, excellent! Oh, the TBR gods have shined upon me today. Thank fuck. Why, hello my darlings! So it is now 11:30 at night on the 16th of May, but I'm so happy. So I'm also really sad because my mom headed back home today, but I've just sat and worked on Martha. She's really coming very closely together. Ash and I got pizza, I've had garlic bread and brownies, and I've listened to my audiobook and just caught up on YouTube, and it's been fucking glorious. Like, mum has zero expectations when she comes up. She's just like, I'm here, and I'm like, I want to hang out with you. So when she goes, it's like that little just 24 hours of just, I'm gonna be sad that she's gone and I miss her, so I'm gonna deep dive into the activities I like so I don't feel that. And I also had a really emotional day at work, like not in a bad way, but one of my co-workers has resigned at the business and I am gutted because I adore working with them, but it's on to bigger and better things for them, so I'm happy for them. I'm just really sad for myself. So I've been like me. But I did finish Rogue Protocol by Martha Wells. Why can I not remember that all of a sudden? Huh? And I've got all my YouTube, yeah, Martha Wells, and I've caught up on all of my watch laters. So yes, but I do need to go to bed because I'm working at the library tomorrow, so I will be there from 9:30 to 12:30. Nice easy shift, but I've got that. I ended up creating the Patreon readathon for June and I'm so fucking chuffed with it. The graphics, I am not an artiste. I'm using Canva Pro, but I'm so happy with the concept and the execution. Maybe not the design elements. If someone wants to become like my little personal designer, that would be great. I have the capabilities, the creative capabilities of a goldfish. So finished Rogue Protocol, 5 stars, absolutely loved it. I am just really enjoying the series and it's been really nice reading them so close together because they are so short. It's just like nice and easy and we're just spending this little snippet with Vertibot and I can just work on Martha and have a good time. I did say, I think yesterday, that I was going to come in and randomize the shelf that, not randomize the shelf, randomize the book that I was going to pick after this because I have a few different options. But I have looked at my audiobooks and Lights Out by Nevessa Allen is due back in 6 days. So I think I'm going to pick that one up and then I can figure out what one we choose between from that point because most of the audiobooks will be in the same sort of wheelhouse. So I apologize. I will be doing Lights Out and then continuing on to randomly select what my next read will be. But I did go to the library and pick up Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so I've got that, and then Faye and Shelves have just been chatting in the Supperathon Discord about it, so that's good. But yes, nearly spoiler tags are not 100% safe. So I'm gonna go to bed, but I will check in with you tomorrow when I have a reading update on Lights Out, because Patreon buddy read for the month and I have no idea how it's gonna go, but I'm really excited to find out. So I will check in with you then. Bye. Hello my darlings. It is now the 17th of March. What? Every time without... It's like it knows. Hello my darlings. So it is now 10 to 10 on the 17th of May and I am 55% of the way through Lights Out and absolutely living my best life. Is this like the best written things? No. Have I cringed at some dialogue choices? Yes. Am I loving it? Also yes. I don't know, just this has completely caught me by surprise with how much I've enjoyed this, and I get it, like it's not my king and that's completely fine, but I'm loving seeing their characters just figure out how they want to go about this and navigate these dynamics. And honestly, like if someone broke into my house, even if I posted on their Instagram stories being like, please let me crawl to you and beg for this, I still would not be okay. Like, no. But that's also okay. It's not my body, it's not my choice. I am just here for the ride, and the ride is being had and I'm kind of loving it. So I don't want to talk too much because whilst things are like plot twisty and like I get that people wouldn't consider them spoilers, I don't really want to talk about the acts that are currently underway. If you've read it, just know she's getting the new mattress tomorrow. Oh god. Went to say something highly inappropriate. No. Anyway, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea and continue listening to this. My headphones died, but I have just finished doing my series spreadsheet that I'm working on and I've just made it really fancy. So that vlog is currently underway, but who knows when people will see the light of day for that. But my Patreons will get monthly updates until I finish it. So if you want to keep in the know on what the fuck is happening with my series, that will be there. But for now, I'm gonna go continue reading this first book in a series and living my best life. Bye. Hello my darlings. So it is now 11:30 at night and I'm gonna go to bed, but I just wanted to check in and say that I got to 79% of Lights Out by Navessa Allen today and living my best life. So I'm gonna go to bed, but I will finish this tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. It is just doing everything I need it to. So with that, I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye. Hello my darlings. It is now 6 p.m. on the 18th of May and I have had a fabulous day. So it started off this morning waking up to a text from my old co-worker who finished up with us on Friday, texted me a photo of a book that I had mentioned that I had wanted to read that she had found at a cafe that have a little free library. I woke up a little bit after getting her text message and so I wasn't dressed, I hadn't brushed my teeth, hadn't done anything, but I decided to get on the road because I messaged her being like, do I go, do I not? Ah, fuck it, I'm going. So I got dressed and drove out to this cafe. It's 10 minutes away from me, which is not too bad, but it's on like literally the other side of town. Get this book that she'd remembered me showing her the cover and I love her for it. And she texted to say that she left it by the fridge because she was going to grab it for me, but I said, don't worry, I'm heading out that way. And so I got into the cafe and got The Rebel Witch by Kirsten Cicerelli. I am so happy. This is book 2 in the Crimson Moth duology, and I get there and I see the Crimson Moth at the Little Frey Library. I am ecstatic about this, like thrilled, brand new condition, free. I ended up grabbing the Night Bitch by Rachel Yoder, The Best Ways to Bury Your Husband, that book, and the second, third and fourth book in the Giver Quartet because the first one's currently with my co-worker at work. And I dropped all 5 off and grabbed these 2 because they didn't cost me a cent. And I am so excited. I've been wanting to read this duology since I saw that stunning special edition cover with the girl on the cover. Beautiful. So ecstatic. I got both for free. What the fuck? But we had Bookstar Experience starting at 10 o'clock. And by the time I got out there, it was 9:45, And then I decided to get coffee for Ash and a hot chocolate for myself while I was there. But it took them a little while. So I ended up being late to Sprints, but that was okay. We got there. And so I had a fabulous time with that. And then they finished at 2 o'clock, or a little after 2, I think, during which I finished Lights Out by Navessa Allen. I'm giving this 5 stars. I haven't run through Corpile. It'll definitely come out as like a 4-star on Corpile, but I don't care. I had a fucking brilliant time with this. I absolutely adored it. It is not my usual thing, vibe, whatever the case may be, but I don't care. It was a silly, goofy time, and that's exactly what I needed, whilst not being a silly, goofy time. If you know, you know. But it just, I loved it. I thought it was so fun. I didn't think it was well written, but I didn't need it to. I just needed it to be good and entertaining, and it delivered in spades. And I was kicking and squealing and just living my best life. So I'm so happy that I've read that. And from there, I haven't picked my next read. Amy and I we usually end up talking for like an hour or 2 after Sprints. So I think we signed off a little bit before 4 o'clock. So that was another 2 hours afterwards. And then I watched some YouTube and have started editing week 1 and 2, which I'm gonna merge together. You will have already seen it by the time this vlog comes out, but started working on that vlog. So I've gotten the first week done and just got the second week to go, which is not a lot of footage because it was reading the Count of Monte Cristo. So I was like, well, that's easy to do that. But I do need to select my next read. I am petrified. I'm genuinely petrified. So I also sat down and worked out my Goober readathon. So I have I Who Have Never Known Men, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, One Dark Window, and Blood on Her Tongue. So I think I'm just gonna go in that order, get it to pick a number 1 and 4, and that'll be the read. Wait, can I read Ballad yet? I might not be able to read Ballad yet, just depending on the Goober. Of course, my heater starts up when I'm filming. No, okay. So I can't do Ballads yet, that's the only one. So, I Who Have Never Known Men will be number 1, One Dark Window is 2, and Blood on Her Tongue is book 3 to choose from. Oh dear God, I have so much I would like to read in a very short period of time. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 2.
Okay, that's okay. I can deal with that. That's One Dark Window. Okay, so I will be reading that. That is definitely not a book I can finish in a day, but that is one of the host bits. So I will be happy to get to that one. 13 hours, not too bad. Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm excited to get to this. So I'm just reading all the TikTok books. I'm finally getting there. Like, I finally got up. Lights Out, Crimson Moth. I've got Butcher and Blackbird already checked out. One Dark Window, Living My Best Life, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so I can get to Sunrise on the Reaping. I've caved. I've given in. I am just one of them girls. And I have 0 regrets. Alright, I am going to go listen to this book. Listen to the book page. Do the thing. I am 1,500 pages currently behind my page goal. It's not gonna happen, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna try. So I will check in with you when I have a reading update. Bye. Hello, my darlings. I am so happy. So I ended up listening to 30% of One Dark Window tonight by Rachel Gillick, and I'm really enjoying the magic system in this. I think it is so fascinating. So I'm very excited to continue on, but I ended up falling down a rabbit hole of YouTube videos for Get to Know My Taste Test tag that's been created by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and my name is Marinus, and just trying to find booktubers that have a similar reading taste to me. And I had a reading existential crisis in the process, which is always delightful, and I created the Patreon readathon for next month, and then made a not safe for work edition because we're talking about it in the Sufferathon Discord, and that's what happened. So if you would like to check out a spiral with me, we have a normal what's in my brain version and then a not safe for work what's in my brain edition. So over on the Patreon that will be happening in June, I'm going to try and do it in a weekend. So I'm really excited for it and very, very happy. But I also caught up on my reading reviews, and so I've just had a really productive night and feeling really good to start tomorrow because it's going to be a big day. My co-worker's last day was on Friday, so it will just be my co-worker and I, and we've got a few meetings, so it's gonna be a big one. But I'm gonna shut down for the day and go to bed because it's 11:30. I will check in with you tomorrow with a reading update. Bye! Hello my darlings, it's now 11:30 on Monday the 19th of May, and beat. Managed to make it 81% of the way into One Dark Window, and I'm really enjoying this so far. I find the magic system really interesting, the like fairy tale elements of it to be just like hitting that vibe, but that I really enjoy, and the characters are a lot of fun at the moment. But I fell asleep on the couch earlier, so I really need to go to bed. So I will check in with you some other time. Hello my darlings, so it is now 11 o'clock on the 20th of May and I have just finished One Dark Window because I had to go back to the 50% mark and reread it because I fell asleep yesterday and the knowledge did not go in, so I ended up rereading that and finishing it off and giving it 4.5 stars, and I'm so happy I went back because it was just, there were so many little elements of it that I was just like, ah! So I had a glorious time with this. I really enjoyed the magic element to it and the system and where we're gonna go from here because of that cliffhanger. Holy mother of fuck. But I enjoyed it so much. I really enjoyed the character dynamics that we ended up going with, and it was just a really fun time. I also worked a little bit more on Martha, so she's coming together pretty quickly, and my goal for tomorrow, we'll see what happens, is to read the entirety of I Who Have Never Known Men. And I do already know what shelf I'm doing for the week after, so I'm just like, I got a lot of reading I gotta get done. Yeah, shit. So we'll see what ends up happening and what I end up getting completed. Ash is switching to working Saturdays, so I will have all of Saturday, like while he's at work, to just sit and blast through as much of my audiobooks as humanly possible. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's one down. And the last book for this vlog is Who Have Never Known Men, and I've been waiting for this book and I am so excited, but I do need to finish it tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye. Hello my darlings, so it is now 11:30 on the 21st of May and I read in its entirety I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman tonight, and 5 stars. Holy mother of sweet lord, my feelings. This book hit, I got goose pimples. It was just so beautifully written, so harrowing, and just so I was in my feelings and that was great. So that concludes this week of 1 Week, 1 Shelf. I've taken Blood on a Tongue off the TBR list for this month, so I still have Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, but pretty happy that I've managed to get through Lights Out, I Who Have Never Known Men, and One Dark Window, as well as I believe I finished off Rogue Protocol at the beginning of the week as well. So very successful in that, very happy, and next week's shelf is a choice. So let me know in the comments how you're going. I am currently at 51.73% of my TBR read, and it's the 21st. I've got 10 days. It's fine, everything's fine. I've decided that I'm going to work through the smallest TBR books up until the largest, thanks to Tara and those in the Sufferathon Discord, and just throw in my 1 Week, 1 Shelf, because that 51% is not inclusive of next week's shelf, so that's so fun. So let me know anything you want to let me know in the comments down below, and if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you on my next video or over on my Patreon. Bye. Martha. What's up my loves? My name is Paige. This is Paige with the Paige, and this is the start of my last week of 1 Week, 1 Shelf, I think. Hello my darlings. So it is now Thursday the 22nd of May, and this is technically going to run until the end of the month, but I've just also realized that this is quite an extended vlog, and I already know what shelf I'm picking, so it might be 1 week and a bit and 1 and a bit shelves? I don't know. But basically on the Separathon Discord, we're having a glorious time, and Bert's dog Bronte was doing pet pics and I couldn't help myself. So I got Bronte to pick what shelf, and it's just a very quick clip and a photo. So here we go. And so that was my glass cabinet, or double Billy, essentially. Nope, that one was number 3. And so for that shelf, I literally have the manga up the top or my middle grade as the only 2 shelves that aren't read. So I got them to pick between 1 and 2. And it ended up being 2, which is my middle grade shelf. So I've done a little bit of a sneaky. I know it's bolted to the wall, but every time I open these doors I get petrified. This is the middle grade shelf. Hedwig is not red, so we'll bring that. All of those are red, not the Pokemons, but I'm not gonna count those. The Astonishing Chronicles of Oscar from Elsewhere is not red, but that is the 4th in this series, and I don't have the 3rd book. So what I've done is added this little random one who's normally on Ash's shelves, but also on my TBR. And I'm going to replace that for that. And that is the, if you would like to focus, the Adventures of Pinocchio. So that can come join the pile. And then both of these are red. And then my Sophie Anderson's, all of these are red. I apologize for any high-pitched yelling, but I just want to get this filmed. So all of these are red. This is red, but this is not. So this is going to come on the pile. And then tucking these to the side. That is all red. So I did just think about it. I could have done if I had have bought the Silverborn, but I think this on top of 350 pages of the rest of my TBR every day for the rest of the month will be fine. I am going to come back once my heater stops squealing at me and have a chat. Right, so now the heater stops screaming at me. So I have 3 books for that shelf. We've got Amari and the Despicable Wonders by Bibi Alston, The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi, and Hedwig by Skye McKenna. So I am just going to double check because I think this will be able to replace, yes. This will be able to replace one of my other books from my TBR, so I can just do a swap out for that, which is not ideal because the ones that I've picked was a continuation series, this is the starting one, so it is what it is. But if I need to reduce something, I know that this can replace the prompt that I was using it for. And then Pinocchio was already on my TBR, and Amari's going to be continuing a series, so it'll be good. And it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, so that's not too bad. And the writing is big, so I don't think it will take me too long to get through. But I do have to go get Ash and go get a chicken for dinner, and I will be finishing Across the Green Grass Fields and then also starting in Lachlan's, which I need to have done by Sunday morning. It's Thursday evening. It's 500 and something pages. Okay, bye! Hello my darlings. I can't remember I came on. I finished Across the Green Grass Fields by Shauna Maguire and really enjoyed it. And then I have read The Adventures of Pinocchio, and I'm so glad that it's over. I need to run it through Coldwell, but I would be surprised if it comes out as anything higher than a 2.5. I put it as a 3-star on Goodreads, but I haven't put my Storygraph rating in. I'm falling asleep where I am, so I'm gonna go to bed rather than try and reflect. But I still haven't started Lachlan's, so I'm really tempting fate with this one. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But that's me for the night. I have cracked literally 4,000 pages on the dot for reading this month, which is good. So hopefully getting into Lachlan's and the rest of the TBR plus Amari and Hedwig will be good. So I will check in with you tomorrow when I have a reading update. Bye! Hello my darlings. And so it is now 20 to 7 on the, what is it? Something of May. I apologize for the oven in the background. We're cooking dinner and I'm too excited because I got a parcel. It is very banged up on the front of this, but it also has my address on it. So we're not doing that, but I want to open it and be excited. I should have brought Paris over before I start doing this. That's okay, I'm just gonna Hulk smash it because it's already dented.
Hulk smash.
book. Oi. People, oh, it's so pretty. She can't get it out with one hand.
I'll hold the camera. You'll have to tell me if I'm keeping you in shot.
You can just flick it down. Oh my god, Bubba.
And no damage?
No damage.
Excellent.
Oh, thank god. Oh my god.
Oh, it's stunning.
There's a map.
There's a map.
Listen to that crunch.
Like that.
2 maps.
That fresh crackle. Fresh crackle and pop.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at it. It's on the naked hardback. It's so pretty. Have I read the first one? No. I brushed my teethies a lot for this, yeah.
You did.
Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't have any vouchers for this one. I just went ham. I saw it dropped under $50 and was like, I did kill it.
Do it before it goes back up. Those damn tariffs.
We got A Drop of Corruption by Robert Jackson Bennett, and I am a happy little camper. I'll see you when I have a reading update, which will hopefully be of Lachlan's by Robert Jackson Bennett.
You're gonna need to start that very soon.
Oh my god, look at it, Papa!
Stunning. Oh.
It's all my favourite colours.
Yeah, showcase. Yeah.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
Okay. Thank you. My darling, so it's now 10:30 on the 24th of May, and I haven't read anything for this vlog yet because I've been reading Lachlan's for book club. So I finally got through it at 7 o'clock tonight and then just watched YouTube and got my spreadsheets all sorted, so very happy with that and caught up on my reviews. So I also realised I have the map makers that is also, and that was on that shelf. I thought it was the hat makers. I don't know where the second book is. So the first book. This is the second book. So this is also a potential. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards not starting a new series with Hedgewitch at the moment and reading either Amari or the map makers. So I might go with Amari because I think it's going, I think it's going to be a little bit more hard hitting than Hedgewitch. I don't particularly want to be in my feels at the moment. So I'm going to go for this and just see where it takes us. But I probably won't start this tonight. It will be, but I thought I'd come in, have an update for why I haven't checked in with anything. Also because I couldn't make a decision. So that's that. But I'm going to head to bed now. So I will check in with you tomorrow after book club and hopefully with a reading update for this. I have so much reading I need to do. It's not funny. Okay. Bye. Hello my darlings. So I have now made it 181 pages into Amari and the Despicable Wonders by B.B. Alston and really enjoying it so far. I definitely needed a palette cleanser with just a middle grade, so I'm glad that I've got this and a couple of others to go. I still have, I think, about 2 hours left of reading, so I'm probably not going to get it done tonight, but I might. Ash and I are just about to tootle down to the shops to get dinner stuff and I'll cook that, and I need to do a Patreon post, shower and wash my hair. I didn't end up filming today, so whoopsies. And I've just continued working on Martha, so I've actually made some serious headway down in this little bottom section here, which is very hard to see. The light, it's like the blue there and the blue in here, so feeling really good about that. But we are going to toodle off and I will check in with you when I have a further reading update. Bye! Hello my darlings, so it is now 11 o'clock on the 25th of May and I am going to head to bed. I didn't continue on with another middle grade. I decided to go for a TBR book, so I will check in with you when I have more of a reading update. I do think this one's going to take a little minute because it's Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but I needed to read it for the Patreon. So I did get, is it only 11%? 23%! Oh, excellent. I've been reading for an hour and 13 minutes, so I should have another 4 hours to go, which is, it's long. We'll get there. Yeah, so my goal for tomorrow is to probably continue on with Ballad for as much as I can and then read Mapmakers or Hedgewitch. I'm just seeing which one's longer. Hedgewitch will take me 2.5 hours and the map makers will take me 2 hours and 44 minutes, so definitely doable for those. Dinner sorted, so I just need to come home, film my TBR and edit it, but now I actually have all the books selected, so love that for me. And then read. So I'm happy with how I'm traveling so far, and I'm actually really quite enjoying Ballad. I'm surprised, but I'm also not. I don't like snow, but Suzanne Collins knows how to fucking write a book. Anyway, I will check in with you when I have another update. Bye! Hello my darlings. It's now the 7th of June and I'm just editing this vlog. I realised I never came on. So the last I spoke was the 25th, and I believe, I'm just checking my reading tracker, I finished Amari and gave that a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed seeing Amari's story continue to navigate, but then I meant to check in when I started another middle grade and I didn't. I ended up switching between both the books. What day was it? 27th was the Tuesday, yeah. And I finished Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, and I started listening to the audiobook of Sapiens. And I was gonna listen to a middle grade on my drive to Sydney, and that didn't end up happening. I DNF'd Sapiens and fell into a bit of a rut, and then when I got to Sydney, I just had the absolute best fucking time with my tribe. I can't believe how beautiful and amazing these booktubers are. I got to meet so many delightful people and I miss them every minute now since, and I just, my heart. And so I didn't listen to a book coming home, and getting into the swing of reading has been quite difficult this month, but because we're now in June. But I sort of failed this 1 week, one shelf. I did read 2 books off the TBR, I just didn't read the 3rd one like I was planning, and I just couldn't get into it. I switched between, I started the audiobooks like 3 different times. I had a lot going on with work, and it was, middle grade wasn't what I needed. Neither was Sapiens, but I honestly think I should have gone into Sunrise on the Raven and just thrown the TBR out the window. That probably would have been the only thing that helped. I basically threw out the rest of my TBR for the month, but I will talk about my wrap up when I get there. I'm just having a look. I finished Ballad on the 27th, and I have now just finished my first book since then. But I had so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. Oh my god, it was great. It was so fucking fantastic getting to meet everyone. And then I had a bit of a wobbly at work, and then spoke to the practice director and just feel so much better about everything. So we're on the up, but this vlog didn't really have an ending. So my bad, sorry. I wish I did just finish off that final book to conclude the vlog. I didn't even remember to bring my fucking camera with me to Sydney, so I didn't end up vlogging for that, but I have stolen some clips that I did take on my phone and the group photo because I love it so much, and these people just make my heart so happy. So I will leave everyone linked below. Apologies guys for the spam and the fact that you're only in it for like 5 seconds, but I love you all, and I just wanted to let you know that. So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I apologize that I went off the rails. It will happen again. But until then, if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!